Hey, what's going on? Welcome to CoinOpTV live and interactive on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/CoinOpTV. I'm your host, Robert Welkner, with another live and interactive chat talking about LEGO Dimensions news, a recap from E3 Expo 2016. Also, we're going to do a little bit of a preview. We got LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens coming out in just a few days, so I want to do a little bit of a preview with that. Best of all, I got my man Dan from Bricks to Life as my co-host joining me today. Good day to you, Dan.
What's going on, coin-uppers?
Is that your Rob impression?
No, I could have gone, what's going on, guys? It's Dan, unofficial part-time co-host.
People ask me all the time why I repeat things right at the beginning. It's just like when you press the live button,
you never know. You never know when it's actually going to start.
Yeah, things aren't going live. You might get a pre-roll or something. So we're just kind of stalling, waiting for time, stuff like that. We got people. Speaking of people in chat, interactive. We got people in chat. TMP, AO Moore, Gamer Kid. I saw Chloe Turner, Game Pain. Sorry, Janice, Gamer Kid, Maddie, Robert the Blastamind, Alan, L Dog was jumping in and out in between doing some homework. So I didn't realize school was still going on. I thought it was summertime. Is school still going on for your little ones there?
No way, man. Well, my wife's a teacher, so it's no school at the moment. But we're out here in rural Pennsylvania where schools historically they get off earlier because of farming, and they go back to school in late August because we're a little bit skewed because the kids got to help on the farm.
Yes,
I'm out here in the sticks.
Yes, put them to work in the farm there. All right, let's get started. So, E3 was last week. We had a lot of news, a lot of information, new trailers for LEGO Dimensions, and of course, LEGO Star Wars: The Force Awakens is coming out Tuesday this week coming up. So, want to talk a little bit about both of those sort of things that we heard, seen. I was at E3, got to sort of play the LEGO Star Wars: Force Awakens demos out on PlayStation, Xbox. So you can download that and check that out for yourself. I guess, Dan, let's get the let's get the big one out of the way first. Let's talk about the big giveaway that has some people very happy and excited, but a lot of people very upset and mad. Can you talk about the giveaway from E3?
Yeah. So when you did the little, it was almost like when I saw the sign, it kind of reminded me of like a Disney World show where it's like showtimes at 1 o'clock, 1:30, 2 o'clock. But they had a mini presentation. It's about 20 minutes long or so. And if you go onto their Facebook page and check out some of their past live events, I believe they did like a live stream from the presentation, which had a media blackout. No one could record in there, but they recorded and they presented it. And they did a really cool presentation where they showed off a bunch of the new figures, a bunch of new characters, and then some gameplay. And then after the presentation, if you went through it, you got the Green Arrow finally came out. We finally have hands-on Green Arrow. He's real. And so he was at the booth, and if you went through the presentation, the line for it was pretty long. I think the theater only sat like 50, 100 people at most. So on all these big blow-up, bubbly chairs. Rob, you were there. I wasn't there. I just saw lots and lots of pictures and stuff. But the presentation was very cool. And then when you went through, you got the Green Arrow. So now the Green Arrow is in the wild, and you can pick him up. He's on eBay. He's averaging about $60 to $80 if you want to get him, which is pretty steep. But if you're completist, I believe that the Green Arrow will be the only way, and Supergirl, which we won't go into all that much, but Green Arrow and Supergirl are the only way to access the battle arenas for the DC Adventure World, because they are going to be pretty much the only DC characters for year 2 that are going to be available, because all the other franchises they're not going to have the yellow bases.
So that's a thing. We get to see the yellow or gold base. We got Arrow. So Dan and I both have Green Arrow in our collection now. We've had a chance to play him. Who do you think he's sort of similar, and how does he compare to some of the other characters so far?
He's a clone, top to bottom, of Legolas, unfortunately. but it's still cool because even though he's a clone, for those who are uninformed about LEGO Dimensions, with the gold base, that allows you access to the adventure world for the battle arenas for the adventure world. So he can be a clone of Legolas for all I care, because he comes with so much more. He's going to come with that adventure world for the DC, the battle arenas for the adventure world for DC. So, but he pretty much plays exactly like Legolas, top to bottom.
Yeah, just like a fast archer can shoot one arrow or aim or 3 at a time. It's fun. He's cool. You know, a lot of people like the Arrow TV show. It's Oliver Queen, so it's the same. Same.
I just marathoned all of Flash in like a week and a half, both seasons. Thoroughly addicted, but I have zero interest whatsoever in watching Green Arrow. Have you watched Green Arrow?
Yeah, I'm with you. It's a weird thing. So I like Flash a lot. I've been trying to catch up a little bit on Netflix, and then I'm like, well, there's some story elements in Arrow, so I'm still in season 1 of Arrow, and it's painful to watch that. I mean, yeah. I like it enough that I can watch it, but Flash and some other TV shows, I think you're just way ahead of the curve for the fun factor.
Yeah, it's the Flash show just does such a wonderful job of bringing comic books to life. I mean, it is just and it's got what the Green Arrow, what it really lacks is like that whole like superpower kind of thing, that having like a cool superhero with a superpower. But it's funny, you know, like 10 years ago, if you would have told somebody that Iron Man was going to be like the big superhero that everyone's going to love, everyone would have been like, get out of here. Iron Man's dumb. No one cares about Iron Man. Everyone with Spider-Man, X-Men, and stuff like that. And then look what Iron Man did. And then if you would have said to somebody a few years ago, the Flash is going to be the coolest superhero on all of television, you would have been like, you are stupid. All he can do is run fast. Nobody cares about the Flash. But man, they cracked it. Greg Berlanti cracked the code on that thing. It is such a great show.
Yeah, I enjoy the Flash. Let's put a sort of a period on the Green Arrow, though. So a couple people in chat are sort of asking if Green Arrow will be available for retail, how people will get him. What Lego Dimensions PR and reps have said so far is to follow their social media, that they're going to do giveaways. Do we know, is this ever going to come to stores or purchase or something?
It's not. But what they've said is that E3, you know, like we saw last year with the King Mickey disc from D23 for Infinity, that was the only place that was being given out. But what's nice about this is that I believe anywhere that Lego Dimensions is going to appear promoting year 2 moving forward will have this pack to be given out. So they haven't really announced what other conventions, cons, other stuff they're going to be going to. Imagine you're probably going to be seeing them at San Diego Comic-Con, maybe New York Comic-Con, maybe but there's going to be other places to get them, but they won't be sold in stores. They won't be available. So you're either going to have to buy one on eBay or win one from a giveaway, either from Lego Dimensions or from folks like me giving them away. So I've got an extra one I'm giving away, and then I may or may not have another extra one I'm giving away. So, but right now on Twitter, I'm giving one away on my Twitter page. So.
Awesome. Well, if you make it over to New York City Comic-Con, you'll have to like wait in line about 8 times, you know, to cycle through so you can stock up on some Arrow figures, right, for giveaways. Yeah.
So if you visit me on twitter.com/Bricks to Life, I'm currently giving one away, and as soon as that one's over in just a few days, we're ending it on the 30th, then we're going to give another one away, because I know it's a pain, and there's a lot of people out there that can afford to drop $60 on one. So visit us. I'm sure Rob will put a link in the description about all my stuff. So visit us or brickstolife.com/giveaway, and we're giving one away, possibly 2, maybe 3. So keep an eye out.
Yes. Make sure I'll put on the archive. I'll put all of Dan's links, stuff like that. Lucas in chat says, "Please save my YouTube channel in your video." So you got that. Tony Stark says, "Hello from the other side of the road." I know there seems to be some jokes going on with who the chicken crossed the road sort of things in chat. Maddie says, "Who's excited for Teen Titans?" I'm excited for Teen Titans Go. I'm really curious to see what Beast Boy is going to look like in Lego Dimensions. What kind of things he'll be able to form and transform. We haven't seen anything from Beast Boy. You're shaking your head. Are you shaking it like no, you don't care, or you're?
I just really wish it was just Teen Titans and not Teen Titans Go.
Oh, but I mean, it's the same. He has the same powers and stuff. You know, transform.
Yeah. Of course. Stuff. I think it would be interesting if like he could transform into any of the other characters, a la kind of like a Kirby thing, like not have their powers, but could just like transform into them with like maybe one of the skills or something. Like he'd be like a little higher hero built into the figure itself. But you know, I'm not super thrilled with the new Teen Titans, but you know, he's still Beast Boy. so can't complain. But,
I hope it's Greg Sipes doing the voice, because he's a great Beast
it
Boy.
sounded like him in the trailer. It sounded just like him. Dimensions is really great at like grabbing the good voice actors for it. So
yeah, definitely. Hello, Anthony Cole is in chat as well. Hello. Okay, let's talk about some more E3 stuff. So I did go through the demo. I did get to see a lot of figures up close and personal. I got to see sort of the Ghostbusters, the new Ghostbusters story level pack, whatever it is they're calling it, which is supposed to be bigger. I think maybe they're saying about 5 or 6 hours of content. Yep. And you get sort of a new. I'm showing a picture here. You get sort of a new sort of base decoration. What's the word for
portal?
that?
The portal dressings is what Arthur Parsons was calling it. The portal dressing.
Well, but it's Toy Pad. They don't call it Portal, right?
Oh no, yeah, they do call it a portal. Yeah, they do call it a portal. But the Lego kit that attaches onto it is called the portal dressing.
Okay.
And so, but yeah, I do believe they call it the portal. I don't think that they. I know Skylanders has got like portal masters and whatnot, but I do believe they call it a portal because it's the dimensional portals that you jump through. So,
so this is actually like interactive. The doors kind of slide open. What do you get in the Ghostbusters thing? Is it you get the?
So you get Abby Yates. You get Abby Yates, who is the minifigure, and then she also, once you complete the story, you can then use her to transform into any of the 4 female Ghostbusters, a la just like they did with the Ghostbusters pack in year 1 or the Doctor Who. They did that kind of thing, and then you get the new Ecto one, which is major difference is that this one has 4 wheels and the Ghostbusters emblem on the hood instead of on the back, which is nice. And then you get this really cool the Chinese restaurant, where they spend most of the movie as their main hideout instead of the firehouse.
Yes, I see. Dan is bringing out the pen pointing. I better keep a pen nearby. So
sorry, I don't do this. The only time I do this when I'm at work and when I'm at the office and I've got the pen. And actually, I've got like a cool pen. I've got my other pen, so I'm gonna hold this one. But
we've had our pen wars in the past. If you guys
we've had our pen wars.
CoinOpTV subscribers, Dan and I like to keep it loose and have a little fun with our pen wars and stuff.
But the story packs also include 6 levels, and each level should ultimately take you about an hour to complete. And then depending on which characters you have and which characters you ultimately get with newer abilities later on in the releases, you're gonna have to go back and replay these levels to get all the mini kits, to get all the secret locations, to get the rule breaker, that kind of stuff. So, I mean, each level itself should give you at least an hour and a half of gameplay, cumulative, and then you get the whole new adventure world for the new Ghostbusters. So it's a pretty cool pack for $50, $49, and it's going to be on sale. So don't worry if you don't think you're going to be able to afford it. These Lego Dimension packs go on sale all the time.
Yeah, I just picked up. I messaged you the other day. Toys R Us was doing like a sale and a one-day sale. I was like, what are the best 3 like fun packs I need to get? And so I kind of went with Superman, Cyborg, and Wonder Woman. I thought, let me get some more DC figures to my mix and stuff like that. So let me show another picture here. So in chat, Toy Movie Game Bros says, I can't wait for Harry Potter and Lego Dimensions. Oh, I don't have them in this photo here. I've got Finn and Batman and Arrow and stuff like that. But here's another look at sort of the Ghostbusters thing and some of the characters. We got to see some of the gameplay at E3 for the Ghostbusters. It looked fun. I haven't really been watching all the trailers. My movie hype isn't really that excited yet. I mean, kind of holding out for the Ghostbusters movie, but obviously it looks like it might be fun and cute and quirky in the game. I did get to see some of the Mission Impossible level, which that looked like it might appeal to me a little more. I got to see Ethan sort of transforming or disguising himself and walking around. It was kind of funny in the game. The person he disguised himself as, when he saw himself as Ethan disguised, he like fainted, like he had like a little heart attack, stuff like that. So that was pretty cool. Are you a Mission Impossible fan there, Dan? Is that
absolutely? Yeah. The Mission Impossible story. I love it. I love the first movie. I love all of them. My friends and I often debate about which is the best Mission Impossible, or at least in what order they go in when you rank them. But the story pack is going to take place over the course of the first movie. And they're going to be using the audio from the first movie to kind of recreate the levels, just like they did kind of with Ghostbusters. And it looks really great. The opening sequence looked absolutely phenomenal. I saw the opening sequence, a little bit of the gameplay, and they recreated that opening Mission Impossible sequence like brick by brick. It's perfect. It's gorgeous. It's a really, really cool thing that they did. So I'm really, really excited. And with the level packs, like the Mission Impossible pack, they announced that it's going to contain twice as much content. So I believe now we can expect 2 levels to be included with the level packs, which I think is kind of cool, versus just the 1 level on year 1.
I'm noticing in this photo here, I just kind of bring it up while you're chatting. It doesn't look like a gold base on the Ghostbusters character. Does she have the wrong base on her in my photo? Did that get switched, or does she not have?
No, she does. She's sitting in the portal though, so that's why it looks like it's like white.
Oh, I see. It's like it's like white around. Okay,
there's like a portal. There's like a round lip that it sits into. So
I was just curious if there was some other thing, I hadn't kind of noticed and stuff. William Clark in chat says he's hoping regular show and Gumball come for season 3 or year 3. So we know that there's going to be year 2. They've announced that. They've said that they're going to do this for 3 years, so we're assuming that year 3 we'll have more properties. I'm curious, to see how things go with the Cartoon Network properties. I've been saying, I actually tweeted Arthur Parsons and some of the TT developers on Twitter. I've been teasing them, saying, "Hey, year 3 should just be all big figs." That would be like my goal and wish. Dan, I like to get a little crazy on the show. Is that crazy talk there to have all big figs?
Big figs, dude. That's rough. I don't know if you'll see that going on, man. That's they like to keep they like to keep it all on the same level, man. They like to keep everything compatible and fun. Don't get me wrong, that'd be pretty cool. Like, if they ever brought like the Avengers in or something, I would like to see maybe the Hulk as a big fig. You know what I mean? But I mean, you gotta be realistic here.
Yeah, I want to see like Thanos, Hulk, Hulkbuster, multiple figures. There's got to be some Cartoon Network figures that could be kind of big figs also. Maybe they haven't released or something. So it's crazy talk out there, folks, right?
Yeah, it's a little crazy, but it's all right.
So something else. Let me just chat a little more about E3, Lego Dimensions. Then we're going to jump over to Star Wars: The Force Awakens and stuff like that. So I got to play some hands-on of the 4-player brawler co-op-y sort of thing. This is a new thing to Lego Dimensions with the gold, yellow base characters can sort of unlock this. I got to play a little, I guess it was sort of capture the flag, but there was sort of some brawling in it. Wasn't really blown away by this mode. I mean, I thought it was like, it's a kind of a cool little 4-player thing if you have your friends over and you have some figures and you want to kill some time or something. But I don't know, it seemed like kind of a little bit of a throwaway to me. I know, Dan, you haven't played this yet, but maybe you've seen some video or something like that. Well, what's your take on kind of the 4-player local co-op modes?
I'm all about it, really, because I love having like my nephew come over, my buddies come over, and and while the game is 2-player, having kind of like a more free-form kind of adventure thing, and it's more than just capture the flag. There's lots and lots of different game modes for this, like objective modes and King of the Hill, all kinds of different modes inside of this. And I think what's also cool is that the environments are vastly different, is from what they're saying, from one adventure world battle arena to the next. So it gives with Lego, it's all about collecting. That's the whole idea about Lego. It's all about collecting all the sets, all the figures, all the mini kits, all the this, all of that. And so having the fun of collecting all the figures, all the adventure worlds and all the battle arenas, and I think it's going to be awesome. I can't wait to see what they do with some of the different ones. I feel like it's taking you a little bit back to like GoldenEye or so, like where it's like the split 4 screen where everyone's kind of like running around. You're trying to check out your buddies where he's at on the screen, so you can go chase after him. When you're playing the Lego games, it always comes down to the point where you just start killing each other because there's friendly fire, so you can just beat each other up and not cause any major problems. And so there's always that point when you're playing Lego games with buddies where you just get to the point where you just start beating each other up. So I think it's a fun way to make that kind of more enjoyable.
Yeah, I'm not against it or opposed to it. I'm glad that the regular stuff is in there. I hope that there's a lot of focus on the story and the levels and just kind of making things really chock full of entertainment. And whatever team is working on the 4-player stuff is a small team that is just kind of a tacked on kind of bonus thing. Let's see.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I think it's think of it more as a bonus thing, but think of it also as more of a way to expand the amount of content you're getting for each thing. You're getting a level pack, and so you get this really cool level pack, and then you've got this expansive adventure world, and now you've got this really cool battle arena. And I would love to see every iteration, every year, like there's so much value now in each character or each franchise. You know what I mean? That like when you were asking me the other night about what characters you should buy, you caught me in the middle while I was sleeping in the middle of the night because of the time difference. But I wanted to tell you, like, get the Wicked Witch, because it's the only way you're going to be able to go visit the Wizard of Oz Adventure World, which is one of my favorites. It's really, really cool. So I think there's so much value built into all those characters, and they're just adding to the value of every character that you buy by saying, you can buy this, and then you're going to unlock this, and unlock this, and now unlock this, and then you can unlock that. I think it's cool. I like that expansiveness of it, versus like in Disney Infinity where you had to collect all the figures to get the ultimate unlock. In this, you just grab one character from that franchise and suddenly get all the cool stuff from that franchise. So I like their how they're handling it for sure.
Yeah. I got to go get myself the Wicked Witch, do some unlocking. In chat, Infinity Fan 80 says, but what if you have no friends? This applies to me because I don't have a lot of Lego Dimension friends in person, and because this is local, what you can do is you can actually play you against AI. I think you can do that, right, Dane? Do a little one versus 3, so you kind of practice.
Yes. You can play all the battle arenas and as one player versus a varying amount of AI computer opponents if you want. So it's not a one thing. It's not it doesn't have to be a co-op.
Awesome. I see Jose just jumped in chat as well. Welcome. And the Skylanders Boy and Friends is their starter pack. So this is actually kind of probably something that's going to be the most confusing thing is when people start seeing some of those figures coming out for year 2, they're going to be wondering, well, what's the starter pack? Now, if you already have the starter pack, the toy pad and everything works, the game continues to work over. But what if you start seeing, what if mom and dad get you for Christmas a bunch of the Ghostbusters set and you don't have the starter pack? Now, Dan, what is a youth to do?
So I think that they are going to really plaster the heck out of it on the box. The box art that we saw at E3 wasn't the final box art. I believe that when you saw, I believe Family Gamer TV got their hands on it, and when they were holding it, you could tell it was like flimsy-ish kind of cardboard. So who's to say it's the final design? But what I'll say is that, you're going to need the starter pack, but they've made it cheaper. So that's great. They dropped the price by $20. I believe it's now like $80 or so. They've also dropped the price of all the other packs, which I think is really cool. A great way, because that was one of the major complaints about the accessibility of it because of the expense. But you have to compare apples to apples, and Lego packs without a video game, just a regular Lego kit is pretty expensive to begin with. I keep eyeing up the Ghostbusters Ecto 1, and it's like, that's $60. I don't know if I can want to spend $60 on a Lego Ecto 1, but at the same time, Legos are expensive, period. That's why these packs cost a little bit more. But yeah, I think that there's going to be a little bit of confusion, but at the same time, there's that Lego Dimension display in most of the stores. I think it won't be difficult for them to, and I don't think anyone's going to buy the pack because the boxes are going to be smaller for the story packs and stuff like that. So I don't think anyone's going to wander in there. But I do hope that they restock the starter packs because a lot of stores don't have them on the shelves right now. So I really hope that there's a restock of that.
Is there Lego Dimensions? There's an option at all to play this digitally? I mean, I know you need the toy pad. Is there a digital option if you just get the toy?
Is there a digital option for Skylanders?
Well, only on the mobile stuff. Yeah, well, there was like the Bluetooth port, but yeah, you still needed the base.
Yeah. These are Toys to Life games, folks. There's no digital option.
Listen, Dan and I, we're on the same team here. Don't make it sound like we're against you. Like, I'm Team Skyland and you're Team Lego. We gotta battle it out for accessories here or something,
No, yeah, I'm trying to get Rob more into Lego games. Rob's not a big Lego game fan. Him and Lego games, they get into fights a lot. So,
I get a little confused on some of those puzzles. Dan was teasing me about this. What was something? Okay, so Dan and I were chatting a little bit before when we were getting set up, and I was saying, like, when I'm live streaming, sometimes I have a little hard time with the puzzles, and he was teasing me about that. And then you said you were going to say something when we were chatting. Yeah, well, let's circle back to
I didn't even mean to. That was a great drop by me. I didn't even mean to do that. But no, you're right. And I do the same thing when I'm live streaming because I'm trying to get into it more. I just picked up a PlayStation camera because you keep yelling at me. You're like, I see your live streams. Where's your face? Where's your face? Everyone wants to see your face.
It's just the beard. It's just the beard I want. Face is secondary.
Have you noticed I got the beard all like professionally like trimmed up? Compare this beard to like last live stream's beard. It's so much nicer now. But it's hard to like watch the chat and interact with the fans while playing the game and miss the little cues because regular Lego games are packed full of puzzles, like weird little puzzles, like lots and lots of weird little puzzles that you need to like replay the level 2 or 3 times once you unlock more and more characters. What's nice about Lego Dimensions is that so many of the puzzles are the toy pad related puzzles. So it's easy because you walk up to a puzzle and it's like it starts the pad starts glowing and you're like, oh, I've got to move this guy over to this guy because now it's a different color. Where in the Lego games, some of the puzzles can be a lot more harder to pick up on sometimes. So it's not the keystones and the portal and stuff. It all kind of makes certain puzzles a lot easier in Dimensions. Some of the Lego games are a little tricky. So to your credit.
Well, I do like Lego games. In fact, we're going to segue here because I'm real excited about Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens. I downloaded the demo a few days ago, did some live streaming of that. I got to play some of that. I thought it looked beautiful. I thought it was like tight. The gameplay was a lot of action. There's a couple new elements that surprised me. There's the having cover, kind of third person undercover, popping and shooting kind of thing, which I don't think I've seen or played before in a Lego game before. There's also the new mechanic of I'm not sure what the technical term is, but you can build like when you decide you want to build some of the dancing bricks. I don't know what the term is for those, but the dancing bricks. You can decide if you want to build like to the right or the left, and usually like there's 2 options to sort of figure that out. So Dan, you're the master of Lego. What are some of these things called, and help shape my thoughts, my first impressions? I
don't know what the technical term is for those. I just call them like when the bricks jiggle, when the bricks are moving. Whenever there's moving bricks, you know that those bricks need to be built. That's that's always what I pick up on. But yeah, no, it's really cool. I like how TT games, the engine that the games are played in is pretty much the same. It's been the same since like the first Star Wars game or so. It's a very simple gameplay, but they find ways to rejuvenate the puzzles and bring new life to the puzzles and do different things within the puzzles. It's like really, really cool. Like the fact that now like, oh yeah, I can build this dancing pile of bricks, but if I build it to the right, it does something different than if I build it to the left. I mean, that's clever, and so it's cool that they're kind of expanding on the different puzzles that they already have existing and making them newer, fresher. But then, the gameplay itself, it just looks crisper. I like the user interface. It has it's much cleaner, much brighter. I'm super excited about the Lego Force Awakens. I can't wait. It comes out in like 4 days or so, right?
Yeah, definitely. In chat, we're getting some help. LBOE says they're called hopping Lego bricks, so maybe that's a good thing. So let me show you my graphic here. So I think after this live stream, I may go pre-order this because I was looking at GameStop at sort of the pre-order bundles and what you get. And since I played the demo, I thought, oh man, like this was fun. So let's see. We got the press release here. It says new canon approved content, which bridges the story gap between the Return of the Jedi and the Force Awakens with 6 exclusive missions you won't be able to get anywhere else. Collect gold Lego bricks to unlock them. I am a big fan of Star Wars in general, and Star Wars The Force Awakens kind of rejuvenated the Force in me, the Force awoken back in me, literally. Where are you with The Force Awakens? Do you have hype? Are you excited? Is it pre-ordered?
Yeah, I thought, it is pre-ordered, and I actually did a write-up on brickstolife.com about the best places to pre-order because there's some bonus content that you can get depending on where you pre-order, and really, the best place to go buy this game is at GameStop. If you can pre-order at GameStop, that's got the most stuff that you can get when you pre-order. The other place that is a decent enough place to go to pick it up is at Best Buy, but because at Best Buy you get a First Order Star Destroyer mini kit when you pre-order, which is pretty cool. But at GameStop you get a Kylo Ren, his ship, the command shuttle. Mini kit, which is super, super cool. So it's cool that GameStop, Best Buy, you get these mini kits if you pre-order. And then, of course, if you pre-order, you get the Empire Strikes Back character pack. and I believe at
GameStop. Wait, slow down. Let me get the Kylo Ren. All right, here's the Kylo Ren image.
Dude, look at you. We didn't even like organize this, and you're prepared. So yeah, GameStop is where it's at.
This is just, it'll be like a little extra bonus you kind of build and put on your toy shelf, right?
Yep. Just a fun little thing you can build. It's going to be to scale to similar to like your Dimensions kits, about the same size. So it'll, you can, if you got Dimensions, you can just stick it on the shelf there next to all your other kits. So that's definitely cool. And then there's the. Do you have a picture of the Best Buy one? It's not nearly as cool, so you don't have to.
I don't have that, but I've got the best reason to play this game right here, guys. Playable BB-8 in a Lego game is that not the best reason to pick up Star Wars?
He looks so cool when you're playing. He's so cool.
I was just rolling around, shocking people, thumbs up in. That was a good thing. So what do you get? I'll throw it back to you, Dan. What do you get in the Best Buy packet pre-order?
You get the what is it? The First Order Star Destroyer.
Okay, I don't have an image of that. So can you act that out?
It's it's just a Star Destroyer, but it's a little mini kit version of it.
Can you use some of your pens? Let's see. We got Star Destroyer pens. Maybe. Sorry, Dan. I'm putting you on the spot.
I can't use pens, but I could just turn my camera around and look at the.
There you go.
Because I dual screen. So there's the Star Destroyer.
See that in chat? You can't stump stump Dan. Oh wait, I have better images of Job. All right, let's go back to some pre-order stuff here. We're getting a little crazy, we're getting a little random. By the way, in chat, come on, get with me. Big Figs in year 3. Come on, let me know. Hashtag Big Figs in chat for year 3.
Dude,
we gotta fight for that.
Or just hashtag common sense, Rob. And
all right, let me throw Job up there. So how do you get Jabba? That's from GameStop, right? Or is that a seasonal pass thing?
Nope, Jabba Palace is a GameStop exclusive, and so and it gives you all the Jabba Palace characters. The Best Buy exclusives that they're advertising are the exclusives that you just get from pre-ordering the game. So the only place I've seen that actually has a character pack exclusive for pre-ordering is GameStop with the Jabba's Palace. So if you want that Jabba's Palace set, you've got to pre-order it from GameStop to get it. So I'm not normally one to promote GameStop pre-orders because I believe that particularly in Toys to Life, their stuff is very overpriced. But for the most part, unless they've got a crazy sale. But what I will say is, I unplugged my computer, sorry. What I will say is that this is the place to get it. So I pre-ordered the PS4 Golden Edition, and that comes with even more cool stuff. So you're going to want to definitely get that one, Rob.
Wait. The golds. I think I have a picture of the gold. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up. Dan and I were talking fast because we're excited. Okay, what comes in the gold edition? I think this might be the European packaging, but
it is. It definitely is the European packaging. Good job, Rob, on your Googling.
No, I had this already. I just, I'm trying to. I was going to show the Hoff thing next. I had that queued up, but let's talk about the gold box there. Is this
so the gold? I don't know if it's a tin or not. That looks weird. I haven't seen the box art like that before. That might just be I don't know. I didn't know that it was a tin case, a metal case or not. But if you get the gold pack, you get a Finn minifigure included in it, which is pretty cool. And then you get the season pass built in with the gold pack, which is also very, very cool. And then you get 2 character packs, also bonus, only for the PlayStation exclusives with this the PS4 Gold pack.
Oh man, how much is the gold? How much is the Gold Deluxe?
I believe it's $79, and because regular games are what, $59? It's $10 more than the regular.
Oh, so that's not bad. I actually called before we live streamed. I actually called GameStop to see what other deals they had, and they actually have a bonus 20% bonus if you trade in a game towards Lego Star Wars: The Force Awakens, and I believe there might be some sort of 50% bonus trade in going on this week too.
There is. And my buddy had them. This is an exclusive, try your own risk thing, but my buddy had the most brilliant suggestion to me the other day is that he wanders into his local town's pawn shops where they usually do like a game for like $1 a game, because you can get like games at GameStop for dirt cheap, and usually from pawn shops, and usually they're decent games with really good trade-in value. And then when they're doing like these 50% plus 20%, all these promos, you can end up like buying a game from a pawn shop, trading it in, and getting like $15 for it. So a little life hack for you.
Well, I mean, there's nothing illegal there, but yeah, that's a good way of going about it. Toy Movie Game Bros says, I'm getting the Jabba character pack, hashtag Jabba. Let's talk some more character stuff here. I think we might have glanced at this, but here's the Hoth pack. The consumers who pre-ordered Lego Star Wars Force Awakens Deluxe Edition will receive early access to the Empire Strikes Back character pack on June 28th. So this looks like it might be a timed exclusive. Is that the way I'm understanding this?
Yeah, it's a pre-order. It's a pre-order exclusive, and you can only get this by pre-ordering the latest gen. This isn't part of like the PS3, Xbox 360. You can only get this by pre-ordering PS4, Xbox One. From what I understand, the deluxe edition, you get this extra bonus for pre-ordering it. So, and this pack includes, I'm reading here, includes Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, Princess Leia, and their cold weather gear. And then it includes the cybernetic Lobot, the Ognaughts of Cloud City, as well as the deadly bounty hunters Bossk, Dengar, and Boba Fett in their original concept white armor. So it's got some really cool figures in this pack for sure.
Yeah, that looks like one of the ones I'll have to. I'm excited. I usually don't really get too excited about like pre-orders and bonuses and GameStop and Target and all that, but I don't know if it's just like the whole Star Wars. I'm getting excited for Rogue One and I love The Force Awakens. You guys will have to let me know in chat. Am I going overboard here? I mean, for $10 more, you're kind of getting.
It's not. It's so the regular game is for PS4 is $59. And then the deluxe edition for PS4 or for Xbox One is $69. So I mean, it's not terrible. It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad, and it'd be cool to have like if that's a tin case, that would even be. I don't know if it's going to be tin, but that would be like pretty awesome too.
And the thing is that the season pass is $10. So I mean, it's kind of you're just buying the built-in season pass by getting the gold version, but then you get the free mini kit for Finn, which is cool. That's like a bonus $5 mini kit, a minifigure, and then of course if you're on PlayStation, you get those cool exclusive the exclusives for PlayStation. Excuse me, the exclusive for the PlayStation are the Phantom Limb level pack. So that's you can find out how C-3PO gets his red arm. Only for PlayStation players, and then you get the droid character pack for PlayStation players. So.
But I know how he lost his limb. I read the C-3PO comic book, so I know how he lost his limb. I won't spoil it here, no spoilers. But if you get the you get the C-3PO comic book. It was like a one shot. You can see how he lost his limb. In chat, William Clark says, "Give me a shout out, Daniel and Robert." And Antonio says, "Hoth." With all capital letters, so I think he's excited about that. Toy Movie Game Bros says Guardians of the Galaxy would be cool in Lego Dimensions. What if? Who knows? Anything else, Dan, we're missing for Star Wars? I saw
someone ask if we could explain the trade-in for Lego Dimensions. I mean, Lego Force Awakens. So between now and July 10th, if you trade in any game or accessory and put it as credit towards the pre-order of the game or the purchase of the game, you get a bonus 20% on top of whatever the value of the trade-in is. And then if you, right now, I believe it's going on, I don't know when it ends, but you get 50% extra bonus credit, trade-in credit, just as a baseline. So if you've got a few older games that you want to trade in, you can get some decent money for trade-in value, So, I mean, normally they give you like $1, but you can end up walking out of there with like $4 or $5, depending on which game you're trading in. So,
I'm reading the subtext here, Dan. You're basically saying I need to take all my Skylanders, Disney Infinity stuff to GameStop to trade in. Is that what you're telling me, Dan?
How poetic would that be if you take all your Force Awakens characters from Infinity and trade them in for the Lego game? That's
how I started. That's the funny thing about how I started my Amiibo collection. I actually took my Wii U to GameStop, trade in, and I pre-ordered like the first round of Amiibo figures. And the guy was like, "Well, wait, I don't understand how you're going to play these. What are you going to do?" I was like, "No, I just want the figures. I don't care about the Wii U anymore." So let me see. Before we wrap it up, just a quick recap. CJ Destroyer says, "Can you talk about the season pass?" So I think we touched on it. Can you level it out for me? What the Star Wars: The Force Awakens, Lego Star Wars: The Force Awakens season pass? What we know so far.
I'm not. What do you have? You have the season pass for Battlefront? like what do you get with like the Battlefront season pass? You just get like extra levels early, right? That's really all it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's usually kind of mixed like extra maps and levels. With the Lego Marvel that they came out, they like released like an Ant-Man pack and Spider-Man pack, I think, like that. So probably be like
season, okay, I'm looking at it right here. So the level packs you get are Post Quest for survival. You get a level pack for that. The First Order Siege in Takodana, you get an extra level for that. An Escape from the Starkiller base level. And then you get extra bonus character packs with the season pass, such as the Jedi pack, which has got like Mace Windu, Plo Koon. It's got some vehicles in it, like the Jedi Interceptor and stuff. The prequel trilogy pack, which is, I think that speaks for itself. The Freemaker Adventures character pack, which has got a whole ton of stuff. Rebels character pack, Star Wars Rebels, and then Clone Wars character pack. So this season pass is like packed full of awesome stuff for $10. Just do it. Just do it. It's so cool.
Dan's body is ready. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I kid you not, I'm gonna go to GameStop after we finish this and put my pre-order down. And somebody asked in chat, I was gonna do some gameplay. Yes, I'm gonna get the game. I'm gonna do some gameplay. I'm a little concerned with the music and stuff like that because it's movie stuff. So hopefully I might have to turn.
Everyone always gives me a hard time, especially when I have people over, because my PlayStation the music's disabled on every one of my games, and they're like, why don't you have the music on?
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, you can't do that if you want to be a YouTube like you want to stream this stuff and like be able to have it up and not be taken down. You got to turn the music off. You can get away with sound effects and certain voiceover, but music, iconic music, just no way. You know what I mean? No way. It's tough. Music, but that's where I still think if you leave the sound effects and the voice working and stuff, I think you get like that ambient noise because they always put in the ambient like level noise and stuff too. So I think it fills it up enough nicely,
Yeah,
so.
I just when I'm playing live stream with this news, I just like hum it or sing it out, just kind of do the Darth Vader theme over and over again,
And you have such a beautiful voice, Rob. So it's I know that's exactly how you started the Lego the Force Awakens trailer live stream here. I turned it on and suddenly I had my speakers turn all the way up and it's like Rob singing the Star Wars theme song. It's like, whoa.
Yep. Yeah, I'll just, if you guys watch on live stream, I'll usually just hum it or sing it or something. Toy Movie Game Bros says, who's ready for Spider-Man on the PlayStation 4? I am ready. Hopefully we'll get some new gameplay, new trailer next E3 or Comic-Con or something like that. Guy Lander says the Peanuts and Lego Dimensions. I guess he wants to see the Peanuts and Lego Dimensions. Sure. Is that a possibility, Dan? Could the Peanuts, are they owned by Disney?
No.
They're separate, right? So that would be a tricky thing.
The family still owns it, and they're pretty stingy about what they let happen with their lovable character.
Yeah, that would be a thing. I would like to see a great like Peanuts game. We had the Peanuts movie last year. I'm not sure if we saw like a cool Peanuts game, but Peanuts, Muppets, some of these iconic properties would be great. I would love to see. We got the Iron. I'm a big Iron Giant guy. We got the Iron Giant is finally coming to Blu-ray. I know a lot of you kids maybe haven't seen this because it's kind of an older movie, but animated movie. But that's coming on Blu-ray in August, I think.
Are you a fan of the Tested YouTube channel?
Tested. I don't know if I've seen that.
It's Adam Savage from Mythbusters, and he's got a YouTube channel where he does like all kinds of cool like prop builds and stuff like that. And he did a Iron Giant prop kit build of the bolt that he like loses like with the signal, and he builds this life-size like Iron Giant bolt. It's so cool. You got to check it out if you're a big fan of the movie. So
yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, it'd be cool. And I was kind of saying, like, when the Blu-ray comes out, it'd be awesome if there was like a game or some sort of new toys or interactive would be cool. So let me get some shout outs here. We're going to wrap up this show. So thanks a bunch. We got a lot of first impressions or news regarding Lego Dimensions Year 2 from E3 impressions, and also some Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens pre-orders, stuff like that. Shout out to Antonio, CJ, Destroy FC203, Guy Lander, Julian, LBOE, Royce, Supercharger, Shadow, Toy Movie Game Bros, William Clark. This is just showing me who's commented in the last few minutes. So if you guys haven't commented, that's why you didn't get a shout out, because I showed the view people chat. So don't take it personally. But also shout outs to you, Big Dan, for jumping on. Check out brickstolife.com. I'll put links to his info in the description on the archive there. So
if you're just getting into Lego Dimensions now, like Rob, I know you're about to start playing. So visit our site. We've got guides for every level, every mini, where all the mini kits are, where all the rescue characters are, and stuff like that on our site. And we're adding all kinds of cool stuff like as often as we can. It's a little slow right now, but as soon as the new game drops, man, guides galore. So we'll be there for you.
Crazy. The problem is, I mean, my defense, when Lego Dimensions first dropped, it was in a 30-day window of Skylanders Superchargers and Disney Infinity 3.0, so I was a little overwhelmed with things, and the cost was just like really daunting. And now that like some time is kind of spread, I'm like, okay, let me play a little catch up, and you're too hype. I'm rolling back into things. So.
Yeah. I think year 2 is going to bring a lot of people in. It's going to bring a lot of people in because it's going to hit everybody, and it's going to hit the 30 to 40-year-olds like crazy, like a ton, because it's like Lego Dimensions presents the 80s, and it's off the chain. So I cannot wait. I'm really excited.
Cool. Thanks a bunch for watching. I'll be live streaming again tomorrow. I usually live stream at 12 p.m. Pacific Coast time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/CoinOpTV. Make sure you check out some of Dan's stuff. You guys are awesome. Thanks for joining us for chat. We'll see you guys on the next stream. Bye-bye.
See you guys.